angels, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a pick a card, messages from your ancestors. So please subscribe, like and comment. Just collectively before we begin, I want to say, please, if you can, leave a white candle or any candle for your ancestors. Leave a small offering if possible. It could be anything small, don't overthink it. I also just want to say, I know the collective messages from me have been a bit dark, but that's okay. I want you to know that you should not feel bad about working with other spirits, other gods, goddesses, deities. I feel like your ancestors really just want to say quickly, collectively, before we begin, that it's okay to have your own traditions. It's okay to sway away and create your own vision, especially if you are healing generational curses, choosing to heal generational karma. It's okay, right? We can be neither or, neither good, neither bad, neither light, neither dark. I just want to say that. Be easy with yourself, right? I just feel like somebody needed their emotions validated there for a second. They need to know that it's okay. When you are ready to connect with your ancestors, it'll happen naturally, okay? So they are sending you a lot of light at the moment. Timestamps always linked to the video or down below in the description. So pile 1, it's going to be this one, the Disney Tarot. The middle deck is the Radiant Wise Tarot, and then this last one, the Sufi Tarot. I am totally sorry if I'm butchering that name. Most definitely I am. But, you know, choose whichever deck is calling to you. Okay, take your time. Know that you're on the right path as well. There is a lot more light coming in. The full moon in Aries has caused us to be very agitated with ourselves, frustrated with where we're moving, but your ancestors are here and they're saying it's time to create a new bridge. So we are going to jump straight ahead. Pile 1, let's go ahead and get started with your messages. So pile 1, there is something here about your ancestors in specifics saying they want more laughter and joy in your life. Okay, they are encouraging a lot of free energy. I see a lot of birds as spirit animals, or animal spirits, shall I say, right? Let me just correct myself there. There is something here about just more freedom. Maybe you want more freedom in your life. And, you know, it's funny because without me, you know, even shuffling, really, elementals is here, right? The elements. So like I said, there is an energy of like a yellow orb around you. So firstly, I feel like some of you, the archangels really channel you. Archangel Uriel. There is a lot of justice and so much clearing happening. A lot of purification for you, okay? So please honor the earth. Maybe you guys are earth angels, earth spirits. You really do well being outside in terms of grounding, in terms of just a freeing space. They want you to visit somewhere which offers you freedom from a lot of your structure. So this meaning home, right? They're saying go somewhere, whether it's the park, the woods, the library, you know, wherever it needs to be. I will say like grass. I'm seeing like huge fields here. You do have divine presence here as well. So I feel like your ancestors are really coming through the elements and they are going to deliver a lot of huge messages while you're out in this freeing space, while you're out just minding your business. Like it's going to hit you. It's going to be a download. Some of you are spiritual, or you're really psychic, you receive downloads, or you know, you don't have to be, but I definitely feel like you, pile 1, you perceive a lot of messages from signs, animals, numbers, right? Angel numbers. You are kind of like me in a way, right? I see a lot of signs through things, through environment, through life. You have a very great understanding about understanding the symbols and messages. I am seeing a lot of Egyptian deities coming in as well. The sun god Ra. So a lot of divine masculine energy is purging through you right now. But also I get the goddess Isis. So this is about balance. Your ancestors are calling on balance in your life. But I want to just validate. I feel like you need it, Pearl One. You need this validation to say you are not crazy. You are not, you know, just hearing things. I want you to know specifically the signs and messages that you hear are 100%. The way that you perceive energy, perceive life, perceive people, you are not crazy for that. You are 100% validated. And it reminds me of when I really started my spiritual journey. I really was learning my gifts, and I really just didn't understand why I wasn't moving the way everyone else was moving. And it took me a really long time to really find myself and understand the presence that I bring. So a lot of you are of divine presence. You are of divine source, God, you know, your angels, whoever you choose to channel, right? And maybe a lot of you have people around you that you can't really share that with, or they don't really understand. You know, I get some people try to understand, but they just don't know. They don't know what it means to be a fairy, right? A lot of you, the fairies, you have not even unlocked a lot of your gifts yet, is what I'm hearing. You have like earth magic, using the elements. Again, fairies are something that the fae, you would work really well with, but maybe you haven't really unlocked that yet. You see a lot of stars as well, like through your eyes, right? Little orbs of flashing lights, and you think, okay, what was that? Some of you have this ability to really use your subconscious and your mind. So this is, you know, listen, Archangel Phanuel, hope, opportunity. So your ancestors are saying, listen, you are divinely guided. They want you to really trust the universe right now, your ancestors do. I do feel like you could have like a past loved one, or the ancestral plane, you know, your ancestors, spirit guides, the lighter kind of spirits I feel you really channel with, or they really guide you, right? I see. There is always an orb right behind your back is what they're showing me in my vision. Kind of like this really glowing this glowing white light, sorry. I'm channeling 100 different things, right? But I am seeing, you know, when you get in the camera sometimes and like weirdly the camera just goes all white in the background and it makes you look really washed out and pale. They're saying that's them. They come through light. They come through the earth, right? The earth. So what is it that your ancestors want you to know, Pearl One? Forgiveness, okay? There are two people in your environment, they are showing me. Some of you it's three, okay? Three of Cups is here. That are really causing you some kind of emotional wound. Some of you, this could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be water signs. But they're saying that there has been a lack of communication with these people or this person recently. This person or these people can be very harsh and unforgiving. Again, you may not feel like you fit in your environment anymore. Everything just feels very upside down for you. But your ancestors really want you to know here that you have left a group of people or a person for a reason. They want you to know that everything is working out for you. You have a lot of the past energy when it comes to these people, right? Or this situation. Maybe it was a relationship that wasn't really honest or truthful, or sometimes they can be too truthful and it's hurtful. Someone or something has not been honoring your heart. It has not been forgiving on you, but they're asking you to find some level of forgiveness, right? To find some level of purity, if not for them, for yourself. have compassion for your heart in changing times. You're really transitioning. But I will say, my love, I do feel like you had to let go of these people because they were not really honouring you. There was a lot of feisty words I'm hearing behind your back, or there was a neglect here around how you feel. And some of you have really just been trying to hide yourself away. You're not sure if this relationship is going to make it through, if things are going to be able to heal. And for a lot of you, I do feel like something is really delayed right now. Your past is what you're mastering here. You have the ability to really stand up in the role that you play in your life. So if you are spiritual, you have the ability to be of authority, to have this perseverance, this presence, right? Divine presence. But I feel like you've been really losing yourself to the circumstances, to how people have been really cunning and neglectful. Somebody has been using information against you. This could be words here, negative words. It could be just using your past against you. But I want you to know that they're not going to win. They're not going to win. But right now, it's important that you work through your emotions, because harboring them is only going to cause further holes in your boat, right? You are working alone right now, but you aren't really alone, because your ancestors, your spirits around you are really saying, look at how beautiful you are, even in all your pain and suffering. There is a lot of pinks I'm seeing in my vision as well, really surrounding you. Okay, Archangel Chamuel. So what is your guidance here for you regarding this situation? You are moving through a huge ending, right, with these people. It's painful, it's suffering, it's insufferable. There has been a lot of betrayal against you, angels. A relationship is ending, or the emotional support you seek from your environment is not giving back to you, because you are supposed to find that in yourself. You are letting go by finding love in yourself, right? Because whenever something ends, it's an opportunity for a new beginning. So stay hopeful right now. A person, listen, it's like all coming out. The injustice, right? And you even have the justice in reverse here. The injustice that was done behind your back here within betrayal, lies, cheating, scandal, you name it, whatever it is, these people have been trying to really hold information from you, or they've really been doing it behind your back. And if it's not people, it's the energy of their negativity really pushing you away from what is rightfully yours. Your guidance in life, your achievement, right? Some of you have the potential to really gain this. I am seeing a frog here in my vision, so you will be leaping forwards. And I saw something really funny the other day on TikTok, and I just want to mention it because I feel like it would be helpful for you. I saw frogs, right? In the wild, they use huge tarantulas as bodyguards, because tarantulas can't eat frogs because they give off a certain pheromone or something like that, where they can't eat it and they know it's poisonous to them. And it's like the other way around, right? The frog can't exactly eat the tarantula. So frogs use tarantulas as bodyguards in the wild to say like, hey, can I hang out with you? I need protection from like the snakes that are going to eat me. And it's so funny because it's like you have this huge scary tarantula and this tiny little frog just co-creating, right? Just protecting each other. So you're going to have a person really come in that really says the truth of what the matter is. You're going to have people on your side, if not in physical. I do feel like with your ancestors, okay? They're saying they're supporting you. What is next here for you? So I just want to say everything here is going to leave your life in terms of the mental blocks, in terms of the lack in finances, right? The disruption to projects, to what you're working towards. It is going to leave your life, but you also need to understand your mindset. So what's coming next for you is this real deep understanding of self. you know, the Nine of Pentacles always reminds me of so much self-love, you know, the way that you wear your dress, the way that you wear your clothing, the way that you carry yourself, you know. Some of you are really choosing to be single, right? But there is an essence of avoiding your feelings. Don't do that. Don't push yourself into work because you feel that's the way forward, because that's escapism, right? But what is coming towards you next is this real deep understanding of who you are. A lot of you are realizing that things have been against you. They have really blocked your manifestations. People are really playing your energy, and a lot of you are needing to walk away from that, okay? Be careful of repeating cycle with a player, with somebody who is not really being real, right? It's not that they're being like, I almost get this person in your life or these people are being kind of fake, right? But it's like they do it in a way where it's like, I'm going to give you a tiny bit of kindness, so you think I'm in alignment with you, but then really I'm against you, right? I'm not dealing with your stuff. I'm not dealing with your BS. So people are, you know, really crazy at the moment, right? Please take care of your energy. Trust your intuition. The divine is really guiding you. You have a new fresh start coming in, but I will have to be honest, until you let go of what is blocking you, which is these people, or allowing them to really, you know, protrude your mind is what I get, letting them cause you this sense of unease and indecision, you are going to continue on in this cycle. You do have a new death and rebirth coming right now, and you will have new options in the future. Please honor right now spending time in gratitude, in just enjoying your life, okay? Again, your ancestors want you to take a bit of a break here from energies, from people, just to really ground yourself. You need to do this outside of your environment, outside of people. You know, you need to do this alone, this pause where you just sit alone, you think, because you are going to get the most clarity when you are really supporting yourself first, okay? I love you, Pearl 1. I hope that was helpful. Let's move on to Pearl 2. Pearl 2, let's go ahead and get messages from your ancestors. So very quickly, Pearl 2, you do have a grandparent here really coming in for some of you, or somebody who is of older generation, right? This is somebody who has really watched you a lot growing up, watched you from birth. There is some major decisions happening right now in your life. I see this ancestor, or some of you, like there is more than one, but this ancestor is very, some of you I get a very strong feminine, but they have a lot of love, right? Regardless of their gender, they have a lot of love. That is their message. And they are helping you heal some kind of karma within family, within generational wounds, right? They're saying to me that things have been quite dark recently for you, or things have been feeling very heavy, right? A lot of heaviness around the heart, around your spirit. So they are saying to transmute this energy, and to really work through these emotions, most importantly, right? Because things are not going to change until you address these things, these way of feelings, even if it's really small. My favorite technique, grab some kind of journal, write your question, okay? Why do I feel so heavy right now, right? And go through the things that are worrying you, and you'll find yourself coming to the problem, right? Sometimes you just need to let out these emotions. They're also showing me a cake right now, okay? So I don't know if somebody's birthday is coming up here. Maybe it's your birthday season, or if this is a way of celebrating yourself, right? They are saying celebrate yourself more, despite the attacks, the spiritual attacks, the mental attacks. I am seeing a lot of birds in my environment right now, so I feel like this is a sign that they are really guarding a lot of your empire, a lot of what you're building. Okay, they are really guarding the gates to your fruition, the, you know, just yourself. You don't have to worry about the protection, you don't have to worry about the negativity in your life. They're saying celebrate yourself now, even if it's something small, even if it's just saying well done for today, right? Because they want you to get into the habit of having more joy into your life. You are working through a lot of negative attachments right now. Yeah, I see a lot of attacks on your spirit angel, so please just, again, clear out the energy. They're saying if you can transmute it, if you can just cleanse yourself in any kind of way. Emotional desert, like I said, it's like some of you are really on this very isolating journey. You're on this very like tough period, right? It's almost like survival. When you're in the desert and you're alone, like even when it's portrayed in media, whenever you see a desert in a cartoon, there's always like nothing, right? And it's always like they're looking for water, they're searching for some kind of home, some kind of release. Maybe you're looking for achievement and celebration in your life. When is it my time? But your ancestor is saying here, like, please remember that you have emotions and you have a heart. Life doesn't have to always be so restraining, right? Restricting. It's like they're saying, even though there is a lot going on for you right now in terms of foundation and home, try to find that bit of joy. Release your emotions, most importantly. Don't ignore your emotions, because all it's going to do is make you tired. If your energy has been drained recently, they're saying this is why. Now, I do see that there is a priest or a priestess here. Somebody has really been causing you a lot of blocks spiritually, magically. They are on this. I feel like they are saying, like, listen, nobody can attack you, nobody can stop you, but it doesn't mean people are going to try, right? It doesn't mean they're going to try. So you have a lot of past life guides. And listen, current of emotion, this card really talks about having a lot of emotional pain that you need to deal with. You know, I almost feel like, my angel, there is a new chapter here coming where you, it's almost like a new phase, right? Where you are learning to heal your emotions deeper. You're really stepping into a time of healing right now with your past life energy, right? Understanding your inner child, understanding the way that you process emotions. I feel like people recently have been triggering you, or something has been causing you emotional pain, right? Turmoil, right? It's like they're saying it's happening internally. It's happening with people around you, relationships, whatever it is, whatever causes you to get that trigger, right? To just have your guard up, right? Maybe a lot of you blame yourself, or, you know, something about your emotions right now, okay? And I feel like I don't know, I wanted to yawn then. I feel like my ears popped then a bit. So it's like, be careful of letting things build up in your life, because the only thing that does is cause you emotional pain. Allow yourself breathing time, allow yourself to de-stress, to find some kind of release. Go for a walk here, spend some time journaling. Whenever you feel drained, don't force the energy, right? Because you don't want to force or carry this pain. You don't want to force or carry this pain, because it's like you're going to clash. Nothing's going to move forwards. So spend some time looking at what you are carrying right now emotionally. Is it, you know, this lack of failure, feeling like things are not moving forwards? What is this baggage? Is it people? How can you transmute this? Because she's also saying, and it's funny because I'm hearing she, right? So you have a feminine ancestor. Your ancestors are also saying, like, emotional empowerment. You can use that emotion to alchemize the energy. So it's like, even though, yes, you are working through this level of healing within, your ancestors is really saying, like, how can you create balance from this? How can you use this to your advantage? Yes, I've been feeling very sad, but is this sadness a way of cleansing my soul to be able to create a new vision for myself, right? It's about seeing things in more than one perspective. Now, I am seeing the spider's eyes here. So a new vision, you know, the spider creates webs. It creates from nothing, from scratch. And a spider is always creating webs. It's always creating homes. It's never just one big thing. They are constantly moving. They have to adapt. And a spider also does it alone. You know, once a spider is born, they go off on their own journey and they're taught to fend for themselves. So honor the spider at the moment. So your ancestors are giving you a lot of new ideas. They want to give you inspiration. I see them giving you like money in your hand, or it's funny that this card comes out because, you know, I'm seeing like the palm of their hand. It's like they're showing me like a fist, right? They're giving you something and they want you to hold on to it. This is something that is going to really help grow your foundation. Your root is really healing right now. It's going through so much pain, right? Because you've had a lot of flooding around your root. And it's funny that there's been a lot of flooding worldwide right now. A lot of storms, because homes are being recreated within. So understand yourself first and foremost. You're going to have an apology come in from someone here. This is somebody that you fell out of love with, or somebody who has been really emotionally neglecting you, right? They're going to come in and they're going to say they're sorry. They want to make amends because, listen, pay attention to the way people are coming into your life and for what reason. What is it that you've just done? Have you transmuted energy? Have you claimed back your energy and they're coming back for more? Be careful of who you're giving your emotions to and what, right? Because everything is investment in our lives. It's our thoughts, it's our emotions. I'm really hearing a test of faith right now, okay? I am seeing like, where are you giving your emotions to? Where are you investing a lot of time, a lot of effort? Please be careful of what you give your energy to, right? What really restricts you emotionally? Because these are themes that are going to come up. Some of you think a lot, you overthink, you really just give a lot of your energy towards the past. So like I said, a past person is coming back in your life. This could be a childhood friend. This could be family from childhood. Younger siblings that you grew up with. You know, people that just you don't really have some kind of need for anymore. This could be a current situation with a past person as well, or somebody that you've really been dealing with emotionally that you can't seem to get over. So there is healing around this, but please make sure that you are freeing yourself in the process, right? Because not all apologies are good. Not all apologies come with change. So what is coming next for you? Yeah, listen, there is a bit of heartbreak here coming in. I feel like a lot of emotional pain with people, with situations here that don't really serve you anymore. I see like a group of 3 here, family, friends, people who have really been ignoring your feelings, or there has been a lot of pain behind these situations. I am seeing the bat right now in my vision, okay? So the bat always reminds me of things coming out into the light, things that have been hidden, that have been suppressed. You know, the bat always reminds me of situations that you just don't want to deal with. This emotional pain that you've had to suppress with these people, it's coming to light. You have angels here as well, really trying to help you release this energy. You know, this feeling of being left out in the cold, right? Now, there is a younger energy here that offers you a lot of peace in certain situations, or helps you really see your emotions in a better way. I don't know if this is a sibling, a person, okay? There is a lot of communication coming up, your ancestors are saying, okay? Please just see the truth about these people. See who is truly, you know, invested in your growth. because a lot of the situations that are coming up are here to test your ability to release. Right now, there is, you know, so much karmic lesson around the past, around you. This is to better your energy, okay? It's to transform you so you can manifest the life that you desire. But right now, it's a time of really healing self, healing how you deal with these emotions. Now, forgiveness is an amazing thing because it teaches us more than one way. Some people think you have to forgive people from your past in order to move forward. You don't. You don't have to have them in your life. You don't have to really, you know, just rationalize or validate what they did to you, because if it was wrong, it was wrong, right? However, compassion for yourself. One thing I've learned is forgiveness for self, most importantly. So you can use these energies to really heal this big part of yourself. It is going to be a bit painful, I'm not going to lie. It's going to bring out so much truth, but with truth also comes manifestation, right? And some of you, your manifestations are blocked because of these currents of emotions, especially within divine feminine. So your ancestors are saying, coming up, you have the ability to manifest something new from this situation, right? To be able to finally receive the communication, the clarity, the direction forwards, this thing that you've been looking for to really cut away, right? You're opening up a new door is what I'm seeing. I do see a bit of a Cartes energy as well. This is all about emotional purge, but most importantly, emotional manifestation. You're learning how to master emotions, and not only just within, but it's so powerful to be able to use energy manifestation, my love, to be able to use it in your spell work to really create a new life. You are going to be alchemizing this energy. So your advice right now from your ancestors is to look within first. Before something new comes, you need to do a bit of working on right now. The short-term stuff, the stuff that is happening present day, okay? There is a bit of challenge around money here, your ancestor is saying. What is your advice with that? You will need to find a new sense of adventure. There is something that you want to pursue here, but you're holding yourself back to do. Firstly, I feel like there is a lot of relationships that are ending. There is a lot of words around you, she's saying as well, or your ancestor is saying, but she wants you to find gratitude, okay? They want you to find gratitude, your ancestors. Achievement. You can do it despite the setback is what she's saying, what they're saying. Despite the blockages, something is holding you back in terms of how you perceive energy or perceive other people. You're scared to open up a new contract, she's saying, or a door because of a certain situation, because of how things have ended in the past. There is a fear here around rebuilding relationships, right? And it doesn't even have to be with these people that have left your life, but it's that fear of like, I don't want to be hurt again. I don't want to work again. I don't want to go back out into the world again, right? So you need to revisit that fear. But most importantly, keep going and do not give up. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Focus on your own garden, okay? You are making this through, even if it seems very impossible right now. It's happening, but the movement is not coming, my angel, from forcing it, from ignoring your emotion, from frustration. It's coming from this emotional healing. So once you master this emotional healing, the door is really going to push open and you're going to go swimming, okay? I love you, pole 2. I know that was a bit long. Thank you for staying. And let's move on to pole 3. Okay, pole 3, let's go ahead and get started. So your ancestors right now, there is something around home, inner child, celebration. I see a bit of a difficult period for you, pole 3. I'm not sure if this is recently or what you've really been working through, but I do see gifts of ancestral wealth, right? Now, I do see the Buddhist here. There is so many offerings here coming in, and I want to say, look, as I was grabbing my tools today, this fell from my section of Buddhas. So there is an energy here of offerings, right? Of gold, magic, divine presence. Your ancestor here is really saying positive attitude, right? Positive attitude. I see a lot of gold, angels. Yeah, it's almost like I'm seeing like the music to the path forwards. I wanted to say the underworld then, so maybe some of you really work with your darkness as well, because I definitely feel this. It's like I see a lot of light from this pile, but I also see this beautiful energy of darkness, and it's not scary, it's not, you know, intimidating, it's beautiful. But I do see this energy where you are carrying something heavy right now, or something feels impossible, right? I see your ancestor here holds a staff, right? I see a lot of indigenous ancestors. I see ancestors with drums. Like I see, like, this is my pile of like different backgrounds. You have different backgrounds to your ancestry, different religions, different cults, different cultures. This is a pile of really like embracing your home, your ancestors' roots, right? So you have talent guide and you have prosperity. So I feel like a lot of you have been really working with your talents, your career, your soul's purpose, your life purpose here, and you are trying to make it to this kingdom. You're really battling through this time of learning to appreciate yourself while also wanting to do better. You want a home, you want a foundation, you are really trying to make it happen from the back of your roots, your ancestors, your talents, the things that make you you. So I feel like your ancestors are saying, start to embrace who you are. And like I said in the beginning, right, you don't always have to work with your ancestors. You don't have to do things the way that they did, but there is still something beautiful here about you being a product of them, despite whether you got on with your ancestors, whether, you know, whatever, however you choose to work with them. I just saw a piece of like flower falling through my window. So they are giving you a lot of gifts. Like I said, there is something here about them really pushing you towards your purpose. This is going to be what brings you a lot of your prosperity. Now, there is an energy here of really learning yourself. And I say that you even have prophets and ancient seers, right? Archangel Zadkiel, self-acceptance. So listen, the energy here from your ancestors is about learning who you are. You are learning magic for some of you, new spell work. You could be opening up a bit of a door to something maybe a bit controversial. They want you to, if you can, if you're open to it, use some of your ancestors' practices. Now I'm seeing so many different backgrounds here, but I see like drums, I see little huts here, I see the sun, but then I also see like the way that they use their altar and the way that they lay their dead to rest, right? The way that they honor each other. Something is important here. So you have so much recognition coming in. 6 of Wands. You are really going to celebrate it, and you are going to not only celebrate what you're creating, but yourself. You are going to have a home, you are going to have a space, but right now you're still building, right? And they want you to embrace who you are, right? Embrace your background, embrace the changes. Something is really changing here for you, pole 3, and your ancestors want you to know a lot is coming crashing down so they can bring you this movement. Now this kind of chaos can be very restricting because, one, it can be so like uncomfortable to have a home situation break down or have a lot of the structure you have built down. But also sometimes you can really rip yourself apart and start to doubt yourself and what am I doing this for, you know? Recently, right, on my own journey, I remember distinctly a few months ago wanting to give everything up, wanting to just like not do this anymore, because what was this for? But it really took me a minute to really understand who I am and the legacy that I was creating. the things that I really wanted in my life to be able to keep going. So they want you to know that right now things are changing huge. You are not only transforming yourself, but your whole entire lineage, your whole entire home situation. It's going to happen. But please be aware that you are going to have to live in places where it may not look so structured right away, right? You could have to juggle with the housing situation, but also they're saying you're going to have to take some big movements, some big leaps. You know, you're going to have to leave people behind, old structures, not even just physically, but sometimes, and a lot of people don't understand that sometimes in order to leave old things, you have to leave yourself as well. You have to leave parts of yourself. You have to create a new version of yourself. And this is it. Your journey may not look very straightforward sometimes. Maybe it looks like, how can I get from here to here? Am I missing my boats here? But you're not. You are manifesting a new start, and you have new options coming in. There are several different paths you can take is what I'm saying, right? But this is all about being open right now. This is all about clarity, manifestation, trust. Honor the moon as well. The moon is really going to help you understand your emotions, especially if you're holding on to situations that are blocking your manifestations. This could be a person, this could be a home situation, you know. Again, it's really not easy to leave big parts of yourself, but you can do this. You can do this path through, right? So what messages are your ancestors delivering for you here? There are archangels that really come towards you as well. You have an ancestor here that really sat with you as a child, right? I see like a grandfather spirit here. If it's not a grandfather, it was somebody that you called a best friend. Doesn't have to be divine masculine, but that is what I get. I get somebody that was really kind in spirit. It could be a divine feminine as well, but this person is saying that they really enjoyed the light that you brought to their lives, okay? They feel very emotional about this as well. This is like deep family connectivity here. And I think that they're saying that you are such a strong soul that you don't see it sometimes, right? You are planting something which is really from your ancestors' roots, right? It's really carved upon your ability to create. You have this very powerful gift, and you've always had it. You've always done it. It's part of your talent here. It's a part of your creation, your gift to make something so painful into something so beautiful. And they're saying you not only did it as a child, but you did it in adolescence. You've always been able to create spaces, right? To create a garden from nothing. So this is what you're doing. You're creating a new garden with your ideas, your creativity, your passion, your heart. The way that you decorate your space, it's a talent. And I know something so small can seem so inadequate because, okay, I like to clean up. I like to decorate my life, my room, my space, right? Like they're saying, like this small things, I like to cook a certain way, right? You have this beauty of creation, and it is part of your manifestation. It's a part of how you're going to build this empire for yourself. Whatever this looks like, this could be success, this could be a home. Everybody's idea of success looks so different, but you have this golden light that you share to others, and you do it in such a way where it's like people are affected. You may think that the way that you help others, some of you are supposed to be healers, or your talents are even supposed to inspire other creators, right? You could be a creator. I mean, you are naturally of the earth, but you don't realize that you help people, and you help this ancestor growing up. You help them in a way that they didn't even realize until it was too late, right? You bring this light to people, you bring this solution, you know, just the smallest of gifts that you give to the world, whether it's like I'm seeing like you pick up hair off the floor, you help if you have dogs, I'm seeing pets here, I don't know, you brush your pet, or you do something to your pet, like you stroke the back of their head or something, you know, as you're cleaning, you're going about your life, you do these little things. that you don't understand mean a lot to a lot of people. And if it's not physical, it's your laughter, it's your emotion, it's the way that you just heal a room of people. You make people want to be better. You make people want to be ambitious. Some of you are musicians here, right? But like your music, your words, your ability to just spark this in people, this sense of travel. Maybe you travel, maybe you just live life very freely. There is something that you do, and it is going to be the gift. It is going to be the gift that you pass down, that you create, and you're doing in your own way. So like your ancestors are saying, yes, they help you and you are a gift of them, right? They also maybe held this talent but didn't pursue it. You do something which is different to what your ancestors even used to do. And this is the gift that is healing the lineage. This is the gift that is creating yourself a home. But they want you to know that it's not going to look so structured. It's not supposed to be, right? And the biggest lesson here is my life is not supposed to look like everyone else's. My life is not supposed to be so set in stone. You're not supposed to go through marriage, kids, whatever. Your life, pile 3, looks different for a reason, right? And even again, the smallest of things, people wish that they could do that. They wish that they could be so freeing. You free people's souls here. So what is next for you? What is next for you on this journey of beauty? You are really creating a long future. Like I said, the family tree here that you're creating, it's so huge, okay? I'm seeing pine cones in my vision. And I also see like conkers, right? And to be fair, it is October tomorrow. So I feel like conkers come out around that time, right? Again, you bring this childlike innocence to people, to situations. You bring this beauty and healing and just this self-mastery, right? Well, what's next for you is you're seeing this vision for yourself. You're understanding the passion that you hold. You're understanding the family tree a bit more, right? And you're really crafting this future. Some of you may feel like, why is my life not picking up? Why are things not moving forwards? But please understand the beauty of stillness right now. I think that a lot of you are really trying to manifest quickly, right? You're trying to manifest their life quickly. You're trying to manifest money very quickly, right? But I feel like they are saying it's going to come in very unexpectedly. Money is not something that you are going to have to worry about. And I know that seems really silly to say, but a part of your future is understanding that life doesn't have to be so fast-paced like everyone else. Your gifts come in when you see your own light, when you choose to really open yourself up to the beauty and the creation. It's going to happen naturally, loves. It's not something where you're just going to get this whole heap of money. It's going to be when you really start to save. But it's like when you save, right, when you have all this abundance at play, it's going to just be a thing of like, I've already been living my life, I'm going to invest now, right? It's not like I'm in this terrible place and tomorrow I'll get everything that I want. It's a beautiful process. You're learning to live your life, to work hard for your talents, right? But your talents are your passions, and your passions is your driving life. It's what brings you everything that you want. But you have to get out this mindset that it's going to happen at the click of your fingers when you say so, or when you are really trying for it, right? It's going to come in beautifully. It's going to come in with time. If we think of managers, right? Managers have to go through training. They have to go through a level of certification, right? That it's a process. Building a home is a process, and you're learning that you are also a process. So I feel like what's coming next for you is like, yes, you're building a new home. There is a new opportunity within finances coming up. It's something that is really going to elevate your spirit. They're saying, your ancestors, you're going to have a new place of home, but again, this may happen gradually. A lot of you, there will be celebration though, and achievement with this opportunity, right? It's a new contract I'm seeing. Like it could even be a new job, a new environment that you discover as well, like a new workplace, something that you're going to be like, yeah, hell yeah, I want to invest my time into this project. I want to work here, right? It's going to be this beautiful unknown sector of your life. So I feel like your ancestors' guidance is to go with the unknown. It can be indecisive, it can be very difficult to see what path you should be on. Please honor Hecate if you can, right? Hecate, the goddess of the underworld, witchcraft, spellwork, of new pathways, crossroads, right? She will also help you really, you know, move through this path. She's very great with rebirth, with finding your path, right? Discovering who you are in the unknown. She's very about the unknown, right? You are going to do this, but it comes within. The beauty of being blind is I get to discover everything about myself, right? So for you, you are working backwards slightly, but it's beautiful, okay? I love you, pile 3. Thank you for waiting. I know that was a bit long. I wish you the best of luck. Please subscribe, like, and comment. I'll see you soon.